Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we take flight in the Airbus A320neo in Ellinair colours on a flight from here in Athens to Larnaca. So flight time today is about 1 hour and 10 minutes, probably even less than that. And yeah, it should be a rather decent flight overall. So taking flight in Ellinair, like I say, it's a charter airline out in Greece, although quite a popular one these days. And I believe it's Greece's fastest growing airline and second largest behind Aegean Olympics. So should be a lot of fun today. We're going to try and fly into the sunset, so we'll see that as we make our way towards the east, and yeah, see how it all goes today. So jump in the cockpit, set everything up, and prepare now for flights. What I need to do quickly, which is check something. There we go. So that's two, maybe. Cool, right, so overhead panel, batteries on, solar power sets, nav's all set, cockpit temperature set. We are using the latest dev version of A320nX, which should include the fixed autopilot from the get-go, so fingers crossed that won't throw any curveballs at us. And yeah, see how it goes today. Also, make sure my chat is open so I can see what you guys are saying. But hey, what you guys doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. Cool, cruise display active, that's already been armed. Nav lights on, strobes automatic, and that should be the overhead panel now complete. Let's turn down to the MCDU. Let's start setting it up. Oh, hang on, that's odd. Give me a second. Hate captures. That's gonna be my password. Cool, right, let's get going. So, first things first, let me set up the FMS. Starting off at here in Athens, Lima. Fuel truck, perfect. Okay, fuel on board is £16,343, 16,343. Let's try a little bit less, 16,4. Let's try 35. Perfect, that'll do. So 35% tank full. Departure airport today is Athens, so Lima Golf Alpha Victor. And our arrival airport is Larnaca of Lima Charlie, Lima Kilo. Like I say, it's a flight from Athens to Larnaca today. Quite a common route. It's out there in Greece. Do I have joysticks to fly? Yes, I do. I use the Thrustermaster HOTAS Warthog to fly. Cost next today is going to be 28. Flight number is Echo Lima 229 up. So this is not a flight that Ellinair do in real life per se, but at the rate they're expanding, so it's something they could probably be doing in the next couple of years. But as I said, they are Greece's fastest growing airline, and so certainly one to keep an eye out for. Never know, I might even fly them next time I visit Greece. Maybe a trip up to Thessaloniki, quite an interesting one. Right, cruising altitude flight level 350 is quite a high cruise today for a short flight. IRS, align on reference and confirm. Good, right. Let's head back to utilization, let's have the fuel numbers. So 0 fuel weight is 48.1. Center of gravity is 23.0. With a block fuel on board now of 7.44. Right, let's board the passengers, shall we? So, flying from Athens to Larnaca, 229er, 350, 1 hour 25 flight time today, with a takeoff time in about 20, or say 20 past departure, so 17 minutes past time for this. A320neo, 132 people on board, quite a low passenger count today. We haven't got Wi-Fi, we don't have entertainment, we don't have boarding music, we do get a safety briefing for Ellinair. We do get snacks, we don't get meal service. And with that, let's start boarding. Right, so let's now go through flight plan. Alright, first waypoint shall be Crow. Kilo Romeo Oscar. Over you. From Crow we fly to Milas. to ACX. Maris. Dal. And Bonek. Dal, and then is that not the nuts? How's that work? Dal, and then okay, Bonek. Alright, with that, flight plan now complete. Once the IRS lines, we'll do a double check of that. But let's go greet the passengers, shall we? Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome aboard this Ellinair flights 229er from Athens to Larnaca. Flight time today is 1 hour and 25 minutes. Temperature right now looking nice and clear with clear skies all throughout our journey. Any questions today, please speak to cabin crew. Otherwise, you sit back, relax, enjoy your flights. Right, so that'll be a public generic address. Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome aboard Ellinair flights 229er from Athens. Pretty central automatic, set you to Tara. You come automatic. Let's check for ATC. 2 seconds. Maybe between Athens. The answer is no, but we have got a centre perhaps. And if we look at the IVAO website, of course, going to bring in the mouse. If my audio volume's reset, no. I feel like my audio settings have changed since last video, but hey, you never know what things are changing. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Right, so quick look at Greece. The centre is, yes, controlling our airspace. So 135875, we will require clearance. 135875.
Yes, descend flight level 100. Maintain present heading.
We've got the correct call sign.
The connection seems to be okay now.
Air Italy 08, copy, standby. Maybe you are stuck. I can't see you still.
We do actually turn this off automatic as well, just before it turns on too early. That should be alright. Good evening, Centre. This is Ellinair Hellas 229er requesting IFR copy to Larnaca.
Ellinair 229er, very good evening, sir. Clear destination Larnaca via Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Tango departure, runway 03 right, climb flight level 120, squawk 1460.
Ellinair 229er is cleared to Larnaca via the Kilo Romeo Oscar 2 Tango departure, runway 03 right, initial climb, flight level 120, squawk 1460.
Ellinair 229, read back correct, the QNH 1021, next reported default position start.
Cool, so 1021 sets, that's all fine, initial climb at 12,000. This is quite a high initial departure, or initial climb is set up to 250 below 10,000.
5, requesting backtrack and taxi to gate.
Olympic 256, welcome to Corfu, backtrack the runway, taxi via Alpha to the apron, stand of choice.
Oh, that's controller, very nice voice to him.
Backtrack runway 34 and via Alpha to stand of choice, Olympic 256.
Quick check of the flight plan, make sure all the waypoints are correct. I'm fairly sure they will be on this occasion.
Air Italy 028, are you familiar with Sierra Papa Alpha VOR 117.5?
On the, hang on, clear you, select use departure, 03 right, Pro Tango departure, 2 Tango,
Air Italy 028, correct, from present position, direct Sierra Papa Alpha, and I will advise you shortly for Rowell,
transition
report DME
inserts,
inbound
that's
whenever
perfect, right. So that's all set up, that's all set up. Passengers are almost complete boarding. A few more left to go, but like I say, quite an empty aeroplane today for us to operate with. We'll start the APU and get that going ahead as well.
Ellinair radar Dream Sky 802 crossing Eveno.
Dream Sky 802, thank you very much for flying, sir. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir, for your services. Bye-bye.
Alright, so AP starting up, passengers are boarding. We're in the final stage of bringing aircraft now for
Hellenic
departure.
071, continue descent 4,000.
4,000 feet, Hellenic 071.
Okay, there's an Aegean approach right now in Larnaca. North side. Sorry, for the Cyprus, there's an Aegean airport approach, but Larnaca is currently quite clear. Yeah, so that's fine. Not going to have too many aircraft flying in and out, I don't think. You coming to approach shortly. There's a few airplanes coming to approach shortly as well. As long as we avoid their airspace, we should be alright. Coming from the south ourselves, so I've got no issue with our approach to Larnaca. We'll go through a flight plan at some point during our climb outs.
Turkish 89er, descent 3,000.
Descent 3,000 feet, Turkish 89er.
And Turkish 89er, cleared VOR approach, runway 34. And expect to land runway 16.
Right.
Clear runway 34
So on the fuel pumps before I forget.
Circle to
Fuel
land,
on board, so you can't see that signs now as well.
Roger, sir.
Control,
Site boarding has complete now, passengers are on board. So we'll be a couple of seconds, well, about a minute or two now away from efficient start. APU lead sets. Give it a few seconds power to the aircraft. APU, sorry, external power off.
Copied, altitude.
Just passing flight level 120.
Copied.
Perfect.
Copied, sir. Descent continue descent 4,000, QNH 1021. Expect ILS Zulu 03 right. When crossing DME 14, inbound Sierra Papa Alpha, intercept the localizer.
How shall the ATR, Stanley? It's basically just turn the volume down. Volume down to mute and you're all good to go.
I requested the ILS for running 03
So I'm going to wait now for a gap in the chatter. And then
028 approved,
right is the
expect
runway
ILS Zulu
just.
03 right, and when approaching
Yeah, 03 right's just behind us, so taxi backwards, nice
intercept
simple,
the localizer,
very
runway
quick
03
departure
right,
out today.
continue unrestricted down to 3,000.
Just wait for a gap and then we'll request.
Roger, continue descent 3,000 and when on radial 14 of the Sierra Papa Alpha, clear to intercept ILS runway 03 right Zulu, ILS 03.
Hellenic 071, left heading 1.
I see smooth flying on board. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing today,
Clear
sir?
ILS 16, down 3,500.
Left heading 170, 3,500 feet, clear ILS 16. Hellenic 071.
Olympic 26, stand 5 and block. Olympic 26.
Olympic 256, thank you very much for flying Dionysius. Have a nice evening. Γεια σου, καλή νύχτα.
Καλή νύχτα, ωραία. Απλά πες μου λίγο πώς ήταν, μου γράφτος. Το θέλω που αν ήταν σωστό.
Κοίταξε, σωστό ήταν ουσιαστικά, απλά το έχεις πάρει πολύ μακριά.
Yeah, it's really is live today. So much chatter. Try and get into that spot.
Τα μήνυμα κανονικά τη διαδικασία.
Γιατί στο IVAO
7 minutes till expected departure, so plenty of time on the ground here. Just got to wait.
Γι' αυτό.
Ουσιαστικά αυτό είναι. Κάθε 100 πόδια 3 δευτερόλεπτα. Ναι. Ανάλογα με τους που είσαι, επειδή έχει ψηλά μήνυμα γι' αυτό.
Ναι, γι' αυτό ίσως έβαλα ένα λεπτό για να φωτογραφάσω. Εντάξει, έγινε. Έγινε, ευχαριστώ. Καλό βράδυ.
Άιτε, να είσαι καλά και καλή νύχτα.
Ellinair 229er is requesting push and start.
Ellinair 229er, pushback and startup approved, facing south.
Push start approved, facing south at Ellinair 229. Right, we got there in the end, so
Air Italy
beacons
028,
on.
radar contact now,
Pushback
flight
tug
level
we
100.
will
You seem to be
call.
quite a bit high. Make a 360 to the right and exit the 360 on heading 085.
Okay, push clears out. Let's get going.
Roger,
So we have got the
360,
what's it called? We have got the
And welcome aboard flight 229. Our flight time will be
safety
roughly
briefing
1
for
hour
Ellinair.
and 25
And so we'll
minutes.
get that in the
Now
background
that
as
the cabin
well.
door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and
There we
seat
go,
backs are
lights
in a full
flashing.
upright
Any
lock
second now,
before
we will
departure.
feel the
Cabin crew secure
tug
doors for
at
departure.
pressure. Perfect. Push start starts. Engine ignition on. Engine 1 starts. Check the N2, that's rising, so we've done that correctly, good to see. I'm also now finally using the pushback tool, what's it called, pushback helper. And so instead of using ATC to switch, we will give that a go today.
Here, Hellenic 071, wind calm, runway 16, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 16, Hellenic 071.
I mean, it's very quiet, but it is the correct one. So we need to turn nose to the right, therefore request left. So I believe that's how it works, pushback helper. So one way to find out. Yep, perfect. So engine is now available. Engine 2 starts. Yes, this is default Athens today. And yes, this is IVAO. Got an easier shout out. I mean, even is this Ralph Lauren? I'm not sure. No, can't be. Nope, actually not too sure which brand this is, but it's a shirt. It's a shirt. What would you want? Right, when push back here, engine 2 starting. Let's do a quick flight control check now that the hydraulics are all running. Elevators active, ailerons active. Right
Real wings 8,
active.
no further
Speed
ATCs, wait
brakes
to Unicom 1 to 2 decimal 8,
active.
have a nice flight.
Perfect.
Bye-bye.
To engines. We'll lower the flaps down the slots. Engage the speed brakes. I just realised my transponder's not been set correctly yet. Transponder code was 1460. Perfect. Right, both engines 1 and 2 are stable. We'll turn off the APU. We will turn off the igniter. And with that, let's now request taxi instructions. Ellinair 229 is requesting taxi instruction.
Ellinair 229er, taxi via Delta 3, Delta 2, runway 03 right.
Taxi Delta 3, Delta 2 for 03 right, Ellinair 229er. Right. So we'll turn on the taxi lights. Park brake released. Let's go make our way now down to the runway. A very short taxi, should take us no more than about a minute to get there. And then, yeah, we'll be airborne once again. Since last stream, we have upgraded our RAM now, so we have got a little bit more going on today. Therefore, we should make things a little bit smoother, especially in the cockpits. So, we'll give that a go today. I am running mixed RAM, which is not what you should be doing. So, I've got technically 48 gigs of RAM, but if I reduce back down to 32, which is the new kit I bought, of course, long number of some sorts. Yeah, it will basically run so much faster, so much smoother. I'll probably do that after the stream today. But hey, 48 gigs of RAM, laugh at the number, and then we will stabilise this in later. But again, massive thank you to the support you guys have shown me recently. Without you guys, I'd never have been able to have done that, so massive, massive thank you. Right. So we need down to Delta 2, which is... that's Delta 1, so this must be Delta 2.
Hellenica 071, welcome to Thessaloniki via Alpha 5 Alpha, cross runway
So hold
28,
short here for a
Charlie
second.
to the apron, stand of choice.
Alpha 5 Alpha.
Yeah,
Charlie,
technically haven't died, so
runway
brake sets to
10,
max,
to the apron,
cabin,
stand of choice. Thank you very
check,
much.
and takeoff config set. Ellinair 229 holding short 03 right at Athens, requesting departure.
Ellinair 229, are you ready for immediate?
We are ready.
Ellinair 229, wind 350 degrees, 4 knot, runway 03 right, clear for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for immediate takeoff, Ellinair 229.
FedEx 1250,
Cabin
about
crew,
to leave
seats
my
takeoff, please, seats
airspace,
for
radar
takeoff.
service terminated. Switch to Unicom 1
So
to
we've nice to do quite a
Have
swift
nice
departure
flight.
today, so we'll be doing that. Presumably an aircraft coming to approach shortly, so
One
get things
zero
going
five zero,
as soon as
Roger
possible,
2829.
clear the runway and get going. I just realised I've that entirely in the PACX. Well, I can hear it again.
Swift departure today, so we'll be doing that. Presumably an aircraft coming to approach shortly. So
50% throttle, 1-2 stable, let's get going. We're 132 rotate today.
Do you confirm the frequency of the ILS?
E1 rotates. Positive right, gear up. There we have it.
Air Italy 028, the ILS frequency is 111.1, 111.1.
All right. I understood why.
Thrust back climb. That's up.
Copy, sir. Do you have the field inside? You can proceed visually.
We are the field inside, but we are in the
Your Greek can help with any vocabulary I don't know. I mean, number one, the pronunciation of the airports, Athens, Elven, something another. If I had it in front of me, I could say it, but without spelling in front of me, I could never ever pronounce this airport's name. It's the name of one of the former
Ellinair
presidents, I
229,
believe.
radar contact passing 3,300. Continue climb to flight level 350. Proceed as filed.
Cleared to 350 and proceed as filed for Ellinair 229 up. Right. So, that's us pretty much now sorted. So increase our altitude to flight 1350. We're going to give this autopilot a go today, see if that all goes to plan. I'm fairly sure it will do, because these guys at FlyByWire are fantastic at what they do.
Kalispera, Greece 736, proceeding NICTI. Started descending, under your service.
Air Greece 736, Kalispera, Gea του Διονύσιμου, radar contact, direct Arnas, descent flight level 80.
Flight level 80, direct Arnas, yes, Andrea.
Air Greece 736, active runway Macedonia 1016.
autopilot working?
Which one do you prefer?
Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Worst case scenario, we'll find manual heading.
736.
There is a new update. I downloaded it yesterday, the dev version.
Και 2 είναι λίγο δύσκολο.
There is a new update. I have got it. Let's see. Directs to Milas. Yeah, that's not good. Try I did last time, which is rebuild the flight plan. So if I go to initialization,
You're now passing through 6000.
Turkish 89, runway 16 clear to land. Wind 140 degrees, 1 knots.
Let's give this a go again.
Copy, clear to land 16 runway,
I just add a few waypoints, so add Milas and Bonek. There we go. I think that might have done it. Let's see. Let's wait and see. How do you remember with fishing ATC? It's not too difficult. If you're finding it difficult, put a notepad with you. Notepad, write it all down. Good in no time.
Θέλετε vector για απευθείας τελική.
Right, turn that all off now.
Όχι, όχι, όχι.
Yeah, sort of pilot's not going to hold my head
Λήψη,
today.
Άρνας 2 Λίμα διαδικασία, ILS του 16.
Well, it's going to happen someday. It looks like we'll be flying this manually. You need some ooze though. Well, I've got a bottle of stuff right here. I might be drinking this all tonight. See if we can figure this aeroplane out today. We can increase speed also above 250. Does this why not like us today? We had this problem before. We managed to solve it last time by messing around with the FMCDU. This is the latest dev version. It was updated today, was it? Oh, okay. I don't have today's update, I've got yesterday's updates. Right, okay. Well, I guess we'll hand flights instead. We'll turn the seatbelt signs off now. The benefit of the A320 is that it's not exactly a difficult airplane to hand fly. I mean, the Autotrim pretty much has it in place anyway, so.
Flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that
Carry
you
on.
keep the seatbelt fastened when you do in case of unexpected turbulence.
So it's passed through 10,000. We're going to reduce our rate of climb now to help the aircraft gain some speed. Actually, what's the other fix? Autopilot 2, then 1. Some people tell me that works. No, it doesn't. So it's actually 72. It's not as bad as it used to be, where it kind of just sent the aircraft rotating until it collapsed. Issue, it's the autopilot issue that Sim has had for a couple of last couple of weeks. I don't have today's update to the A320 admittedly, so presumably that's the one that I should have downloaded, but we'll see. We'll keep on flying. We're hand flying, but I'm not particularly stressed out by that today. Reduce our rate of climb slightly, and the auto trim take care of that. Flight plan right now just fine. Yeah. Which update do you have, Warhawk? Which update do you have? I'm not particularly stressed. We're just gonna hand flight today. I'm making a flight zone, you have to put your time zone in. You put UTC. You never use local time, you always use UTC for timing. alright. Plugging the overlay at the top is FlyLive Studio. FlyLive Studio for the overlay at the top. It's going to take a little while to get used to, but the rest of it should be alright. The winds are slightly crosswind, 6 knots from the right, so I don't think it's going to be too difficult either to manage up anyway. Still climbing, passing through
Italy
26,000.
thank you very much for flying. Frequency change approved.
Try back to it. Not today.
Ciao e buonanotte.
Using IVAO today, Brad. We are using IVAO.
No problem.
Spin turbulence, bit of a bump.
8,000 keep from by 16 with you.
Turkish 89, taxi stand of choice. Switch to Unicom 122.8. Ciao.
Contacting call 122.8. Thank you for
hang on.
Good night.
Nope,
Bye bye.
ignore it, ignore it. I looked at the flight director as a false sense of security there. Co-pilot side also did the same. What joystick would I recommend under £50? Asked Kieran. Not many, I'm afraid. £50 for a decent joystick is not gonna get you too much. I mean, the best I could probably say is the Cytec Aviator, but I mean, the Aviator is a decent stick, but it is very basic, very much like a beginner's level bit of hardware. So there's nothing I'd really highly recommend under 50. But if you are desperate, I'd definitely say the Cytec Aviator wouldn't do too bad. Logitech 3D. I mean, it's an odd bit of kit, Logitech 3D. Also, under £50. That counts? I'm not too sure. Watch Group Flight's funny, yes. Group Flight was rather good on Sunday. What we want is the Airbus stick. I mean, I'm more than happy with the Thrustmaster Hotel Warthog. Very, very good bit of kits. Not cheap, but worth every bit of penny. Quite an empty cabin today. Quite a few empty seats. Got an empty row over there. Certainly a rather empty aeroplane. Right, so we're slowly going to reach cruise now. Rate 2,000 feet per minute. Might reduce that slightly again for sake of speed. Do you know the livery of Aegean? Yes, I've seen the new livery. In fact, I saw it was on a magazine when flying Olympic Airlines last year. Thank you, Brad. Thank you very much for becoming a member. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Yeets. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. You are a star. Passenger social distancing. I mean, compared to other flights I've done in this, I mean, you got gaps in the middle there. You got a row of 4. No passengers, few in the middle that you can separate. It's not perfect distancing, but I must say, a cabin is slowing alright. Passing through 31,000 now. Welcome, Drews, how you doing? Welcome to the chats. First time live, good to have you. What's the best way to get Airport Diagram taxi info? Navigraphs are rather good for that, or frantically search Google until you find the right information you need. I do the frantic searching of Google. I don't recommend it unless you've got very fast typing. No, Jared, not today. Actually, I don't think we have them today. I haven't done a proper check of the cabin yet. So, let's have a quick look at our passenger list today. Any Jareds, any famous people, anybody that I actually know. I've had one guy with a name that's so close I won't actually recognise in real life. Today it seems relatively clear. Nope, no Jareds, no fancy passengers, nothing of the sorts. fill her up. Thank you very
Air
much.
grid 736, clear Tarnas to Lima arrival, continue descent 6000, QNH 1022.
Have you noticed any improvements before it gets rammed? Massively. I'm sure once I reduce back to 32 again, with the Corsair on its own, things will be even smoother. Like I say, the 48 gigs is just running as a joke, because bigger numbers equals fast. In reality, because I'm now mixing my RAM sticks, my Corsair is actually being limited by the the original sticks in there. So once I remove it, I'm running at 21 megahertz, something like that. 2.1, sorry. Let's have a quick look. Details. No performance. There we go. So my RAM at the moment is running at, where are you? Yeah, 21 megahertz. In reality, my Corsair runs at 3600 megahertz. So yeah, 48 gigs. You don't need that. I mean, I'm running at 14 right now in open space. I'm supposed to get about 23, 24 out in Navy London. So I'll reduce back to 32 again at the end of the stream. I'll boost the speed up to about 32 megahertz. That would be much appreciated. And then, yeah, we'll see how the future of my system goes. Like I say, the 48 gigs, nothing more than a joke. Nothing more than a joke. Because if you don't know much about computers, then of course, the bigger number will be like fancier, faster, whatever. In reality, I am actually bottlenecking my RAM by mixing two sticks. Pro tip, never mix your RAM sticks. So, we'll reduce down to 32 again. We will speed things up even further. My 3080 is still somewhere in this country. And then, well, what comes next? Probably the CPU and motherboard. And when that gets there, the system will be suffice for about 6, 7, 8 years, perhaps. Or even further. I mean, I'll be running hopefully a modern CPU, modern GPU, sufficient RAM, motherboard brand new, so yeah, I mean, I don't really see an upgrade coming for the next couple of years. The 1080, this is the last flagship card to run about 9 years as the flagship for NVIDIA, so hopefully the 3080 will last a similar amount of time. Right, so 30, I'm actually slightly high there, so I'm going to reduce altitude slightly. Slightly annoying, can't use yours pilots today, but doing alright with the hand on flying. We're using hang on, how does one check the version of FlyBy they're using? I don't actually know the version numbers. All I know is that I downloaded mine not today, but back on Monday, so whatever update was on Monday is currently running.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight service. We will be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your feedback for a list of complimentary
Should soon be leaving Greek airspace.
Please note that we only accept credit cards.
Was pilots? Nope. No. Well, it does work now, Benny, just not on this specific version. In your FlyByWire map, the notes. FlyByWire map. I'm not quite sure what I mean by that. Perhaps it's over here. I'm not sure. I'm afraid. The mod map. The mod map. I'm not sure what you mean by that at all, Warhawk. Which mod map? If you've got poor connection, Manos, unfortunately that's on your end, because I'm running alright at the moment. There's a notepad. Are you talking about on the actual file itself, not the aeroplane? Because you're saying where it is in the aeroplane. Let's have a look. Community A32NX. Build info. Yeah, 041, so I'm not running the complete update version, I'm running the one slightly behind version. My big problem though is the altitude. I can hold the airplane fine, but my altitude, I just can't get at 3.5. And this is not going to help me at all, so I'm going to send the aircraft somewhere to the left. Yeah, my version works fine. Give me a second. Let me save and reload. That's what you're meant to do. Work around, save, load. Let's give that a go, see what happens. If it crashes, what I'll probably do is just redo this flight tomorrow. But hey, only one way to find out. That's not a good sign, and yes, it's crashed. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to re-download the airplane or this tomorrow. You know when something doesn't quite feel right, and you know it's not going to work. For me, that is one of those days, so I do apologise. We'll do this again tomorrow. I'll set up a stream, I'll set up a time, we'll type it earlier as well for this plan. And yeah, it's, well, first of all, let's get into this latest version of download. I'm sure that'll be much helpful. I mean, even liveries today, my liveries was like glitching out horribly. I mean, when I tried to run it, when I was starting the sim up, my big problem was the airplane, for whatever reason, was looking like, where are you? That. I'm not quite sure what the problem was, but hang on, let me quickly disconnect from IVAO as well quickly. They're kind of just, the textures glitched out, the logos were all messed up, different panels, different colours. Not sure what this is all about, and for some reason it doesn't work until I kind of side loads the livery onto different aircraft. So I've actually had to sacrifice my Air France livery for it to work. And now, if I reload the sim, it's going to appear as this glitch again. So I don't know if that's something to do with the 4K textures, but there's just something not right about the sim. It's really, really not liking this. Right, let's give this a download. Let's I'll do a test tonight with it. I've already done a tutorial right now on the MCDU, although I do plan to do an updated one soon. But like I say, anyone chats, if anyone has an idea of what causes this texture issue, then please let me know, because I have no idea what's going on. Very, very strange. Right, okay, well that's downloading, that's fine. That's doing whatever it's doing. I'll have a play around tonight. I'll have a look. You guys take care, and I shall see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Bye-bye.